Page 42, Frosty the Snowman. A happy piece, a bouncy piece, sort of. Well, I'll go through my routine for learning a piece of music. I'll look it over. I see it's 2 pages long, but it's got repeat signs and endings, so it's going to be longer than that. But I only have 2 pages of music to learn, and that's what I'm after. Treble and bass clef at the beginning, no sharps or flats, so we're in the key of C major or A minor, one or the other. So if I look at the end, the last measure's here. That's a C major chord. I figure we're in C major. But as far as the scales go, I do the C major scale and the A minor scale and the arpeggios too. I just do it for the key signature and cover it all. And then 4/4 time signature. I want to take it one hand at a time and check the fingering and all. Make sure everything's okay. And at first, I try and connect everything. So here I'm here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Reach up. And then third finger, come up here. That's fine. We're in here. It's pretty straightforward. Just a little finger here. Then for the half note, they got 1 and 3. That's fine if you want to. I prefer 2 and 3, or even 2 and 4. Keep my hand out here because measure 9, I got to go third finger again. Although I can use 4 if I want to. I just need to put thumb on the E. There are different ways of fingering it. Let's go to measure 16. It's the last measure on the page. You're down here. And then measure 17. It's 5, 3. Again, we take advantage of repeated notes to change hand positions. And that's all we're doing here. 5, I'm here and I want to be here. And then 2. Again, change hand. 3, 1. They will have a 3. I'm not crazy about that. But in this case, we're kind of stuck with it. So I'm going to go ahead and with that finger, I'm going to come out. If you have bigger hands, you got to figure out a way to get the second finger on that note. You might have to come down here. Here. However you want to do it. Otherwise, the fingering in the book is fine. Now, at the bottom. The last 2 measures, you're here. And for that last chord, that is an E, a G, an A, and a C. It's a C chord with the A added. And I'm going to finger the whole measure that way. All those notes in that measure is this. It's all that chord. And that's how I'm going to finger it. So it's 1 here and then reach up. Just do it. Here. They got you moving. There's nothing wrong with moving. I don't like to move, but I don't have to. So I'm just staying there and going up. Left hand, well, I got broken chords. Here, 3, 4. That's fine. Measure 17, you're up here. Here. You can do this if you want, and use second finger on the black keys and thumb on the white. And then come down, and then here, 2, 3. This is measure 19, 2, 3, and then just suggestions. You can use the fingering in the book if you want, but I like to keep my hand out here as much as possible. I don't like coming up in here. Put the hands together, and when I first put them together, I'm probably going to hesitate all over. I don't care. I just want to know which fingers are going down together. Here and here. Working it out, fingers together. Then once I've done that, I go back through it a few hundred times or whatever and slowly work out the hesitations. So the beat is a steady beat through the whole thing. I go as slow as I gotta go. I don't care about speed right now, but no hesitations. I'll speed it up later. And once I have that, then I add the articulation. We're connecting the right hand. Here, staccato. Be careful not to accent the staccato. When you lift up, you tend to accent it. Don't. It gets a natural accent because it's the first beat of the measure, but don't give it an accent. Lift up. You don't really have to lift up there because it's all one phrase. Here. Lift up. accent. The left hand staccato, flexing at the wrist, bum bum. Accent both hands, and then again. Now when you get to measure 17, this is contrast. This is not bouncy. This is all connected and smooth. You can do that. 2 note slurs. Don't play the second note short. Not staccato. No, it's just separate it from the next note, but not short. It's important that we have that contrast here of this smoothness going on in here versus the staccato everywhere else. At the end, the staccato, the last 2 measures, and then staccato accent. You just let the wrist collapse a little bit and just short. Okay, not sure why, but that's what they want. Now once I have the articulation in there, then I add the dynamics. MF, mezzo forte, whatever you think sort of loud is. Left hand's in the background. Keep it out of the way. When you get these chords like measure 8, you can kind of play both hands the same here. It's just a chord. And then you get to the bottom of the page. On 42 is pick up to measure 17. You come down to moderately soft here. The left hand's very soft. 21, you're going to crescendo. I'll get there. Give me a minute. Now loud. That makes the accent note on measure 25 very loud. And then back to moderately loud like you were. That's sort of the dynamics. At the end, the last measure, loud with an accent makes it very loud. Just play it loud. As far as the speed goes, it's about where I've been going. It's brightly. That's the mood. Be bright. And I don't know. If you were going to sing it, how fast would you sing it? You may not play it that fast if you sing it. See? You decide on how fast you're going to take it. Now the roadmap, while I'm here, at the bottom of page 43, of first and second endings, the first ending there's a repeat sign and there's no reverse repeat sign anywhere. So that means you go all the way back to the beginning. Well, that makes sense because there's 2 verses. That way it gives you a chance to sing both verses if you're singing. You're singing, I'm not singing. But then second time you get down to the bottom, you'll skip measures 31 and 32 because you've already done them. And you just do the second ending and finish it. Now they've added some pedal. And we kind of like the pedal here because it helps bring out the contrast between the bouncy and the smooth. And it lets us connect the smooth a little better because this left hand, we can't really connect it very well. We need help on that. So we're going to use the pedal for that. It's going to be overlapping. I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. And when I change the pedal, it's going to be immediately after I play the notes. So the pedal overlaps what the notes are doing slightly. Now the first time we use pedal is a measure 8 on the accented chord. Here you push the pedal down with it. Because it's loud, we want the explosion. So we want the here. And then lift the pedal up as you play notes measure 9. Right as you play it. Here. At the bottom of the page, on measure 16, here you push the pedal down right after the notes, but lift it up with the staccato. So we get a staccato. And then measure 17 here, change it after play the notes. basically the pedal. At the end here, lift it up as you play the staccato. So we get a staccato. And that's how they're doing the pedal. Don't agree with their slurs. Here at the beginning, I would slur all of that together up to the staccato. Don't lift up. No, you're not. That's his name, Frosty. You're not going Frosty. No, connect it. Maybe a little fast. You don't have to take it that fast. I tend to take things quick. Slow down a little bit if you want, it's fine. I tend to want to slow down in places. It's like measure 21. I want to slow down and go on. Some arrangements will put in a retard there and a fermata on the head, on his head. They'll hold that and then they'll go on. There's different ways of interpreting the pieces, and different arrangements will do it differently. You have to get into it and feel it. If you feel it, go with it. Yeah.